36th District Court is back in session. And are the parties ready to proceed on Cedric Brown?
Yes.
This is the people versus Cedric Brown. Ticket number Z8088471. Today's date and time is scheduled for a violation of probation. Appearances for the record, please, starting with the attorney.
Melita Barrett on behalf of Cedric Brown. Mr. Brown, tell the judge your name. Mr. Brown?
Cedric Brown.
And probation officer, you
Yes,
state your
good
name.
morning, Your Honor. Lori Bumpus on behalf of the probation department.
Thank you. Good morning. Today is the date and time set for probation violation hearing. Is the court officer close to the defendant?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. That's who I can't see. I just want to make sure. And so we're going to start with the officer in this matter.
Yes, Your Honor. In this case, Mr. Brown was placed on probation by Your Honor on June the 2nd of 2023. The court did order that Mr. Brown submit to drug screening 3 times a month. Since being placed on probation, Your Honor, he failed to report for testing as scheduled on June 14th of 2023. He also tested positive for alcohol and marijuana on June 22nd of 2023. So he is in violation of this court's order, Your Honor.
Marijuana and alcohol?
Yes, Your Honor.
And when was he placed on probation? I apologize. Let me see if I can.
June the 2nd of 2023.
And so June the 2nd, he was placed on probation. June 14th, he didn't even appear. And June 22nd, he tested positive?
Correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Brown, you didn't even make it through the entire month? Ms. Barrett? Did you have anything to say?
Well, he is in violation of it. Hold on. He is in violation of his probation, Judge, but in his defense, he had problems in terms of the notification at June 14th. So he didn't receive that date in time, but he's not disputing being in violation of his probation. But if the court listens, since then everything has been clear.
June, we are in July. How many times has he tested in the month of July? Or since June 22nd, I should say?
Your Honor, since June 22nd, he did test on June 30th, in which he was negative. He did test on July 5th, in which he was negative. And he tested on July 19th, in which he was negative. So he's been negative since.
Okay. All right, Mr. Brown, I want you to know that I had you to appear in person because I was ready to actually, we're violating, this is a violation hearing and you have been violated. I was actually ready to place you in the Wayne County Jail for a number of months or a number of days at least 15 days. But I am glad that you were able to make a very positive turnaround on your last 3, I believe it's your last 3 urinalysis, and you tested negative for both, I'm assuming for both marijuana and alcohol?
Yes,
Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Brown, I don't know if I offered or, and it may not even be a problem. Maybe you just had to get the training wheels off, right? But do we talk about with you at all, you participating in drug court if there is substance abuse issues? Did we talk about that previously? Is his name Mr. Brown or am I talking? Oh.
No, we haven't talked about it yet.
We have not?
No.
Is your name Mr. Brown?
Yes, it is. I'm having a little trouble understanding you.
Okay.
Hearing problems and things like that.
Okay, all right. Do you believe that you have a substance abuse problem, or do you believe that it just took you a moment to kind of get your bearings on the fact that you can't do what you want to do on probation?
Took me a moment
Took you a moment?
to realize I couldn't do what I wanted.
Okay. So I'm going to grant you some grace, especially since you have done so well in the last three tests that you've taken. So we're going to proceed, and you will have your next probation review. Officer, I know that you had some dates that you were going to be out. Can you give the court a few dates that you're available so that we can coordinate?
What date were you speaking of, Your Honor, of adjourning? Because I'm leaving like the first week in August.
Well, we're not adjourning. We're not adjourning. This hearing is gonna be conducted today, and it's being conducted today. I'm just not going to place him in jail today like I had initially planned to do. So it's definitely your lucky day, Mr. Brown. And I'm doing it now. It's not luck. It was you that caused me to change my mind. The fact that you were able to test negative is the reason that I've changed my mind, okay? But what I cannot do is allow you to be on the streets with with this offense. I can't allow you to continue to partake and still be on the streets, because my family is out there, other people's loved ones out there, Mr. Geringer's loved ones are out there, Ms. Barrett's loved ones are out there. You cannot be on the street drinking and driving. I just can't allow you to do it. So I am not going to place you in jail because of the work that you've done to turn around. However, this is not going to be an adjournment. This is just going to be his next probation review.
All right.
About the 28th, Ms. Bowles.
28th.
August 28th.
That is that should be fine.
That's a Monday.
August 28th works. And Mr. Brown, you don't have to come in person as long as you keep up the good work, okay, sir?
All right.
All
So
right,
your next due date is August the 28th, sir,
at 8:30.
8:30. Is your address different for what's on the paperwork?
No.
Do you need your address updated?
Hey, Brian.
Do you need your address updated?
We can go off YouTube and verify the address.
Oh, Your Honor, I was gonna make a recommendation
I'm sorry.
that you ordered 3 classes. I make a recommendation that he complete at least one of the classes between now and his next review. I think that's gonna help him in this process, to help him not drink. So whichever class he can afford during the month, we would recommend that he attend.
So are we talking the Victims Impact Panel and the Alcohol Highway Safety course?
Yes, Your Honor.
I didn't order a 12-step program?
No, Your Honor.
Was it Madam Clerk, can you look at the recommendation and see if it was the
I'm looking
recommendation
at it now.
of probation to do a 12-step program?
No, it was to complete the alcohol highway safety education. And then it was complete the Mothers Against Drunk Driving Victims Impact Panel.
Your child can co-create a story with Alexa by choosing a theme.
Participate in is that the outpatient substance abuse treatment program? Is that the one too? Is that a class too?
No,
Yeah,
but
that
have you
was-
started the outpatient treatment program?
Yes, Your Honor, he's doing
Okay.
very well. I actually know his therapist, and he's doing very well.
Is he over, where is he at?
NCADD.
Okay,
National Council.
so I am going to adopt your recommendation and request that Mr. Brown does take I want him to do the alcohol highway safety course between now and the time of his return date on August 28th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, and then he'll still have time to do the Victims Impact Panel as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
Making
I-
a note.
I'm debating on which one I actually kind of want him to do. How long is the Victims Impact Panel? Does anybody know?
Well, he can do it online if he wants, and I believe it's a couple hours online, or he can go in person, and that's a couple hours as well.
Are you gonna do it online, Mr. Brown, or are you gonna go in person?
Well, I'll do it online.
And how is it that it's verified if he does it online?
Your Honor, if they do it online, he has to take a picture of himself and they put it on his certificate. So it is, we're able to verify it.
Not just for this case, but in the future cases as well, because I know how easy it is to turn on something online and tune it out. I would like for them to at least give a little bit of a brief summary as to what they learned from the impact panel.
Okay. Would you like that written or do you want an oral report from?
He can do it orally. we're not gonna go back to 12th grade. He can just tell you what what he learned from the impact statement, at least to verify that they actually understand the impact. Mr. Brown, did I share with you that my father was killed by a drunk driver?
No, you didn't.
Yeah. So I am the victim's impact statement, right? Like I overcame a lot of obstacles, but it was not easy to overcome because there were times that I honestly thought I wanted to join my father, right? Because I miss my daddy. I just want to see my daddy. So I want you to take this very serious, because while you may not have impacted a family the way that mine was impacted, you could if you continue to make these poor choices and decisions, sir. Okay.
I understand.
All right. So you're going to complete I do want you to complete before you come back to alcohol highway safety. If you can complete the victims impact panel, that would be great, but I'm not going to force you to do it before the next time because you're going to be with me for quite a few months, sir. So I'm glad you made your turnaround quickly, because you rather be with me for the next couple months than to be over with Sheriff Washington at the Wayne County Jail. Okay. All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Barrett.
All right, thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mr. Garinger.
Thank you, Judge.